4 years displacement outside of Allianz Stadium, and now you're here ready to partake to the field yet again at Allianz. How does that feel being here now?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's like you mentioned, it's been a long 4 years, and although we've had a lot of success in those 4 years in playing out at Cogra or Leichhardt or over at the SCG, and it's still nice to be back home. Our membership and our supporters have done a fantastic job of following us these last 4 years while we've been displaced, and I think they're really going to enjoy being back here. This new stadium's first class. The facilities are unbelievable for the fans to be able to watch the game, and it's pretty exciting for us as players as well. So really looking forward to this first game and then the rest of the season as well, being back here.
Tickets are really selling fast. Certainly they're sold out in the lower part deck, so the further you go up and the closer we get to the game, the more tickets and people are going to be here. How's it going to feel to play in front of a really packed house again?
Yeah, it's exciting to listen to the ticket sales each day and know that the first game is going to be a really great crowd. I think this sort of stadium and the way that the seats are structured, being close to the pitch, it's going to really make the atmosphere special. And I've heard that Melbourne are bringing up a lot of fans as well, which is going to make the atmosphere even better. And it's going to be a special night. Melbourne Victory are one of our biggest rivals, notoriously, through the A-League, and to be able to play them first game back here at Allianz is going to make it that little bit more special as well.
Obviously, some new faces at Sydney FC. How have you felt that they've gelled with the team going into what is a very important season for the club? And just give us a word or two on the quality that we've added to the squad.
Yeah, we've made a lot of changes this year, which is something that we probably haven't done as a club over the last 4 or 5 seasons. So we've had a lot of guys come up from the academy who have been doing really well and sort of been training with us on and off now for a couple of years. But we've had a lot come in now into their first full-time, environment, and they've done really well. It's been a long pre-season, so they've managed to get some games under their belt, which is great for their development. And like you mentioned, we've got 4 new foreigners as well. So they've all turned up early in pre-season, which is a bonus for us. It's given them time to settle into our culture as a country, but also the way that we play football here at Sydney FC. So a lot of new faces, but ones that are going to excite the fans for sure.
Sorry. Yeah, you mentioned Melbourne Victory. Obviously, they've got some star names as well coming here. They're going to be probably one of the teams to beat, you think. How are you feeling about coming up against the likes of Nani and the likes of Tommy Miura as well, who they've brought in?
Yeah, look, they had a good season last year, Melbourne, and they'll be looking to build on that. And like you mentioned, they've got quite a few new signings as well, one of them being Nani, who's great for the league. He's got a fantastic pedigree, obviously played in some of the biggest teams in the world, and I think he's played over 100 times for Portugal, which, you have to be a pretty special player to be able to do that. So it's great for the league, great that he's coming here first game, and like I mentioned, Victory are notoriously one of our biggest rivals. We built a fantastic rivalry with them from day one of the A-League, but most notably over the last sort of 4 or 5 seasons where we played them so many times in big games, in semi-finals, in finals, in games that really matter. So, I'm sure that rivalry is just going to continue this year.
Do you feel that there's more of a buzz around the A-League this year than in previous seasons? A lot of people are starting to say that. Yeah,
I think so. I think it's been really noticeable over the last couple of weeks as well, that the amount of advertising and PR around the place about the league, about players, not just here in Sydney but all over Australia. So that's exciting. We need to obviously the last couple of seasons has been difficult with COVID and having interrupted schedules and games being rescheduled all over the place. So it'll be nice this year if we can have a consistent season that's uninterrupted and be better for us as players, but also the fans as well who are coming out to watch the games.